Let's talk about adding an app to our SharePoint online environment. Now we do have two looks and feels for our SharePoint Online, and this demo is going to do adding a document library to both environments. We're going to start with the classic. So we have our home page for the sales department, and we're going to come up to the cog or the gear, and we're going to add an app. And it gives us a list of apps. Now, if we scroll down to the very bottom, we can see that there actually is more. And we also have the ability to find an app. Well, the one we want is this one right here. And we are going to select advanced options. So this is just going to be sales policies. And we always like to give it a description. And notice it wants to turn on versioning. We're going to say no, and the default content type. We'll wait. And let's go home because it has been created, and here it is. Now we can also go into Site Contents, and across the top, New Document Library. And we're going to call this one Sales Procedures. And show in the site navigation. We're going to create that. It will take just a moment. And let's go back to our home location, and we have procedures and policies. Now we know we can reposition these by editing the links. That's the classic way of doing things. Let's go to research. Now, research is not the classic look, but if I go to the cog or the gear, I can add an app, and it does now look very, very similar. We are going to click Document Library, Advanced Options. We are going to call this the Research Policies. And no versioning, and the word template. Now, let's go back. Notice it doesn't appear by default. We would have to add it either here on the splash page or edit and add a link to the location. Now, we could also search and find that document library. Let's go to Site Contents. And there it is. Let's go to New. And we're going to add a document library. And what are we going to call it? This one is Research Procedures. And we're going to create that. So now we have both interfaces, and we have just seen the differences, but also the similarities when we're working with these two interfaces.